Hey guys, and welcome back to some more Medieval Engineers. I'm Exterminator, and thanks for joining me. So, I kinda mostly finished the Blacksmith. I'm not that happy with it. It doesn't look what I imagined, but I had a lot of problems with getting the roof right, and there's some weird glitches that I'll show you here that, I don't know why they're happening, and it's making it kind of weird. So, there it is. It looks a little strange. Chimney maybe could go up one more. The roofs being kind of the same direction like this make it look strange, so I might want to redo that. But it was hard figuring out a roof for this first part and then this top part. And the glitches I'm talking about is like right here, it like cut this part off. Maybe I guess because of this roof here, but it like left this on, and then it did the same over here, which is really strange. And then for some reason around the back here, it, even though this is only one, I mean this is the same width, but see how this one wraps around and this one doesn't? I don't know why that is. It's kind of weird. It might have been something with an update. On the last video, remember when we had those grass issues? Someone commented and said that the last update messed up a lot of stuff. So here it is. I'm not really happy with it. It's I mean, meh. I need to do something about these roofs, I think, because they need to go in like different directions, right? I mean, because it looks, I mean, they're just like a copy of each other. I did a grass one here just for a variation, but I would have liked to have gone with maybe a different, like on the corners, go more like this. But the problem I was having is there's a staircase right here, and it like was thick. I don't know. I had a lot of problems trying to get a roof to work here. So if you have suggestions, so here it is. And I shamelessly copied this from Uthris. A little shout out there. He does medieval engineer stuff, and I watch a ton of his videos. I really like him. This is a cool idea for a roof to kind of fill in parts. And these windmills I might have done wrong because the braces here are like not lined up, but it's kind of nice. It lets some light in, so I did grab that idea from him. But it's actually pretty nice in here if you kind of just ignore the roof. You can come in here. There's a staircase which is enclosed. Blacksmith. I mean, it does look on the inside kind of like a blacksmith, right? You have your forge here, some windows, and I don't know if you can see. Maybe I should get a torch and pray that that I don't lag out. Why do I see no hand torch? Character tools, perhaps. Torch. Okay, so here we go. Kind of a better view. If we go up the stairs here, I'm getting some texture glitches. Come up here, the chimney, which would heat this place. It's a little debatable as to whether you would want these windmill things right up against it, but I'm going to put aside logic for just a minute, because this was really the only good way to fill this in, aside from doing a peak, which would have looked even stranger, I think. So it's not very big. It's enough for a living space. This is kind of open. I could put some type of top on here, but it's really just open to kind of seal, separate the room off, and so you don't fall down. But yeah, so it's not too big, but you know, I will probably add furniture near the end. Enough for a bed and, you know, all that kind of stuff, and then you come down here and do your work. So, I mean, the inside, I like the inside quite a bit. It's the outside that is kind of bothering me, but I don't know. I mean, what can you do? So this episode, I actually didn't really have a plan. I think we're gonna just do kind of some work, because I'm still trying to think of some other ways to do buildings. To maybe make them a little better. So we need a stone path. There's going to be a path that kind of goes around here. It's obviously not going to be quite this wide, but we can work on that a little bit, and then I might start on another building off the sea. So as you can see, we need to lower this whole terrain. For some reason it looked like there's an extra menu. Okay. We want a box tool, if I can grab it, and then I want our flattening tool. So I guess we'll go with the flattening tool and see shit. Wrong button. I kind of just need to see like what height we need to be at. I think this is about the right height to do this, and it is. Again, we have no sound, and the grass thing. The person who commented did mention how to fix it, but it would require me to restart the game, and I'm not going to do that right now. Hopefully they kind of fix this stuff, because it's a little wonky, not going to lie. So the problem is, this is either going to have to be 3 wide or 1 wide. It could be 2 wide, I suppose, if it heads off kind of this way. I'm not sure. I mean, this is going to take some work, so I'm not going to do it all here, because it's definitely going to take some fiddling. I can find the blocks I'm looking for. Is this stone slope long? Well, I think this is it. They just kind of changed graphics, and let's grab one of these too. So this guy, we could do something like this, or we can do rounded again. Either one would really work. I don't know, I actually don't feel like working on that. My brain can't work that way right now. So this obviously will come out. Of course, be a little better than that. And I'll kind of connect up to over here. I'll need to lower all this. But I think we are going to start on another building. I said this is going to be the kind of profession area. So the blacksmith, the next thing we would need to do is a lumber mill, because we are going to be doing some timbering, lumbering, whatever you call it, back here. And we're going to need that kind of near the front, right? So I don't want to line it up exactly. I don't know if I want it out more and we can stick other stuff back here, or if I want to push it back. So it kind of cascades backwards. That might actually look a little weird. I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. I don't know. I mean, in complete honesty, design is like not one of my strong suits. My imagination, you know, I'm pretty good in that area. You know, in the fact I can think up all this stuff, but the actual execution is sometimes where I have some problems in doing it in a way that actually looks decent. I mean, now we could actually set this up on a bluff, but I don't know about you, I would not want to be pulling carts of wood up a hill. Not very fun. So I always hit the wrong button to begin with. Quite frustrating. Alright. Gotta get our grass junk happening here. I'm only gonna level enough right now for this, so now the lumber mill is going to be longer than it is wide, because you're going to be dealing with trees, which, well, are a lot longer than they are wide. So this building, I mean, is obviously a bit longer than wide, but the lumber mill is going to be pretty skinny and long. You know, I'm not sure that's how one would actually be in real life, but in my imagination, that's what we're going to do. So, do some terraforming here. Shouldn't take too long. Kind of need to cut this down. I could use a leveling tool. That might actually be better if I wanted to keep it totally flat. And it's quite difficult to see. Oh, hey, look. Don't know how that got there. I suppose, yeah, maybe I should just use a leveling tool, since it can snap to an axis. Wrong button again, every damn time. Come on, game. I know you got it in you to not die. Come on. Now, right now it is snapped to the actual grid, which maybe I don't want. Now, if I turn off the whatchamithings now, because that's how you would fix this, is you turn grass density off. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with this for now, guys. It's gonna look a little weird, but this is getting very much in my way, and I don't want to restart the game in the middle of the recording. So I am leaving it snapped to the grid, as I was saying, because I do want it to be fairly level. Now, again, I know there's a huge hill right here. I'll probably terraform it either away or just smooth it out, because actually, in hindsight, it does not look that bad. Okay, this, shit. This is kind of wrong. This needs to come up a little bit. Okay, so we're gonna do this. I know it's a little weird. Again, I will fix this for the end result. Kind of just leveling all this out. Okay. I might go one more worth here. So what I'm gonna do is kind of drop down to here. Do it one layer at a time, both for the lag reduction, and also because I don't want to dig too deep into what I was doing and mess everything up. So we're gonna go this way now, and there we go. Wow, is that actually the right height? It doesn't have to be exact, obviously, because we are gonna put a foundation down. Okay, so now we can take this guy, kind of mold this a bit. I mean, obviously, it needs to be way better than that, but right now we're just kind of leaving room for, clearing room, I should say, for this lumber mill. Okay, so that might be good. We're gonna start it, say about, how much room? Obviously, I don't need to like measure, but gonna leave a little room here, so we'll start it about here-ish. I think would be good. Okay, again, this is glitching, being kind of stupid. Okay. So, do we want a stone foundation or a wood one? I think for this, we might go with a wood foundation and wood floors. What am I looking for? Here we go. That, where is our wood stuff? Here we go. Okay, let's, okay, so, well, shit. This is actually going to sit up higher, which is not quite ideal. Of course, that's going to happen regardless of what I do for a foundation. It's going to have to work. Let's move him over one more. Is that enough room, maybe? No. I want some space between these profession things here. Okay, so I know this is like really tall, but what I'm gonna do is add a foundation around like this, like I did, and it'll be a little higher, of course, but kind of near the front, not so much. Okay, maybe it will. Okay. This is really not quite what I'm wanting. I really don't want it up this high. Game. I'd prefer... Is it possible for me to do this? See, it's just gonna bury... I guess maybe I just need to lower this more, huh? Let's lower it a bit more. Across the whole thing. So that I can actually get the thing on the floor rather than standing up so high. Normally I would not mind, except again, I don't think you would want to be pulling carts of trees upwards. If you could avoid it. Okay. So now, maybe this will work. I may have to take it down another notch or two. See if I I line it up here? Oh, it's being really finicky. Yeah, it gets a little finicky. You really gotta line it up with this bit here. No, wrong. Game. Come on. Shit. This is gonna be a one-story building. Although it might have a little bit of high ceilings so that there can be like a winch or something in here to lift the trees up. And I'm trying to think like how I would designate it to actually look like a lumber mill. And I'm not sure, you know, I was thinking like, I was thinking to do, you know, really I could probably just do this, huh? But I was thinking like of ways to do like a saw blade, but then I realized that that they wouldn't have that back then. In medieval times, they wouldn't have like a powered saw. It would make like no sense. Okay, so this is what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 wide. I mean, this can be 4 wide. Oh, it is 4 wide. Dirt. I would actually like, it's gonna be 5, I think, because I would like a centered door on this one. So it's not gonna necessarily be as skinny as I thought, but it is gonna be kind of long. So you could fit whole trees in here, and there we go. So now we just need a floor. Wow. Oh, come on, let me. Game. You're going to really irritate me. Oh dear. And I know the grass is popping through, but that will be covered by the wall, actually, I'm pretty sure. Or we can just terraform it away. I mean, like right here. Yeah, actually, let's just terraform that away. Just kind of dip down just the tiniest bit here. Sweet. Okay. This is probably going to just be mostly a wooden building. These two are stone. I'd kind of like a bit of a variation. And, well, there's really no reason for it to be stone. I mean, the first level could be again, but then that's just copying those. So I think this is going to be kind of wooden. So we do want our door, if I can hit the right button. I don't think that's right, is it? Okay, so there's that. Kind of go like this. Shit. Like that. Okay, so we're gonna have this. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's an odd number, so that means 4 on each side and then a middle one. Okay, so I suppose go like this, like that, like that, and like that. I think that looks okay-ish. And then the middle guy here, go like that, and then we will just mirror it. Right? Or am I wrong? Okay, this actually, did this come out one too long? No. Did I really extend this that far? Yeah, see, this is wrong. This is longer than it should be, but I think I'm actually going to leave it that way just because the numbers work out. So I don't know how long I've been recording at this point. I'm going to save the game in case I crash it by doing this. Okay, we are actually at 20 minutes, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Didn't get as much done as I wanted. Kind of some terraforming stuff planning out, but this is going to be our lumber mill. And Again, I will probably completely finish it maybe off screen. I'll have to see about that, but I'll probably completely finish it off screen so next time we can work on some other stuff. But yeah, so this kind of layout, one story. Try to figure out some type of little hoist or crane in there. Be pretty cool. But the city is taking shape, albeit slowly. You know, not bad. Only 3 buildings, of course, but it will definitely shape up. So that's going to be it for now. As always, thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Do hope you enjoyed. But until next time, I look forward to seeing you all, and do take care.